Welcome back to another episode of Jet Fuel. Oh, we got a good one today. But if you want to see me in real life, you might be able to. I'm on tour. I'm going to be in Vancouver, Phoenix, Miamisburg, Louisville, Detroit. I'm reading them off my phone. I'm not just looking on Instagram. I'm going to be in Columbus, Cincinnati, Lawrence, Kansas, Toronto, Hamilton, and St. Catharines. You can find all that information on my website, jetskijohnson.com. You could also get my merch there, sign up for my email list if you didn't hear your city, all that fun stuff. But for free now, we have a wonderful episode today. It's so funny. It's insightful at times. It's educational at the end. I'll tell you that, about aliens. From that, you might already know who the guest is. To be honest, you might know from the thumbnail and the title description of this video. You probably already know who you're watching, but I'm so excited to introduce him. I got to do one episode of Bad Friends with him, and then I didn't see him very often, but we keep in touch on social media. He's so supportive of my career, and he's so fun to be around. He's the most talented guy ever. He got a very unique voice. In fact, he voices a character on the show, Lil Kev, and he is a former cast member on the podcast Bad Friends. Please make it loud wherever you are. Make it loud for Doc Willis. Do you play music?
Nah, I've always wanted to. My father had a saxophone and a clarinet.
Really? Did he play them, or did
not
he
a
just
clarinet?
have
What's
them?
the other one that's look kind of like the clarinet?
Oboe or bassoon?
Not an oboe. Say it again.
Bassoon?
Bassoon? No, not a bassoon.
You're like, what'd you call me?
Maybe it was a clarinet. I forgot. But I used to try to play them all the time because he was trying to play them.
Oh, look, you got a friend.
I know. He brought me the whale, and then he brought me, hey, go back and get Orca or fucking.
It's a girl.
Oh, it's a girl? No,
Oh,
I'm talking about the whale that he.
The whale's right there.
Oh yeah.
Do you like dogs?
I love him.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't want him for a pet though.
No, well, I'm not offering her.
Oh, okay, cool. I ain't taking that, Mom.
Dude, I haven't seen you in so long.
I know, because I haven't been on Bad Friends. You still been going back?
No, because they
You
said
doing this?
they go start your own thing.
What?
No, I'm kidding. They
Oh,
were
I'm
like,
about to say,
no,
motherfucker, I'll go get
Andrew,
'em.
since had like a good talk with me, and he's like, you got to build your own brand and your own career. And
Yeah.
He's like, you can't just be a third mic. Like, get out there.
Yeah,
You
you
know-
should. You got the voice and the talent for it.
Well, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You got the voice, dude.
Y'all hear that? Superstar.
I love your voice.
Thank you. I
Can
appreciate
you
it.
dub over? Obviously, go get Jetski merch at jetskijohnson.com.
Everybody go get merch at jetskijohnson.com. Did I say that right?
Yeah, that was great.
Man, I get nervous when I have to do fucking. I ain't know. I used to sell crack, but I can't sell other people's shit.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm walking on the street.
Mhm.
You got a bunch of crack, trying to sell it. My pockets, I got a lot of cash.
Mhm.
How do you approach it?
That's just it. I don't approach you. You might be the feds. Why would I even come?
I'm no cop.
That's
man.
not how it works.
I'm no cop. I heard you got the crack.
Yeah, but that's if you're not. She said the crack.
I heard you had the crack, and I'm itching to smoke some.
So if you know the lingo or the neighborhood, see, there's like different signs. Every neighborhood is different, right?
Okay.
So in Detroit, where I was growing up, if you got word from another smoker, hey man, go to Doc. He got that good shit, right?
Yeah.
Then you will walk to me and they would tell you when you go up to him, just look at him and say, "You straight?" And then I go, "Yeah," right? Then I take you around the back. I'll tell you what happened to
Well,
me.
take him around the back doesn't sound very straight to me.
Well, hey. I don't know how you turn that into there. We're in Hollywood. That's where it goes. It goes straight to the butthole. No, anyway. Oh, no, wait a minute. No, you woman, so that wouldn't. Okay, anyway. One time I was out there selling. Guy just walked up, right? Black dude had sunglasses. That's the first thing threw me off. I was like, who the fuck wears sunglasses?
Was it nighttime?
No, this was daytime, but it's just who wears sunglasses in the hood trying to buy crack. It was weird. It just
I don't know if you know much about where I come from.
they buy, but they probably know him. This is a guy who didn't know us, and he just approached us with these sunglasses.
Oh yeah. You got to show.
Yeah, you gotta show your
eyes.
face. Yeah, it's like
Gotta
what
show
it-
your eyes.
And then he walked up and he said, "Hey, who got them pebbles? Who got them stones?" I was like, "Shit, I don't know. There's a city called Bedrock somewhere." Like,
Why is all the drug talk sound so
Pebble.
gay?
Yeah.
You guys.
It was an undercover. So watch this. So then I say, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Anybody got no pebbles, no stones? He's like, anybody got them stones? I say, nah. So my boy was like, shit, I got something. I go, no, you. I said, no, you don't. I said, I'm gone. And I said, man, you stupid. That's an undercover cop. And he's like, boy, there ain't no undercover cop like that, right?
Yeah.
So cut to the chase. The guy leaves. I come back and we're talking. My boy goes in the store. A fiend comes up to me that I know.
Yeah.
I start serving the fiend and we started walking a little bit. And soon as we started walking, Ray-Vans came out the alley, down the streets, up the block, and they rolled right past me and I had a handful of rocks and ran in the store and got my boy, came out, threw him against the wall. I was like, fuck. And then later, when they arrested him and he went to court, they actually had footage and like, they took snapshots from a far distance of him doing the exchange and everything.
They got you or your buddy?
They didn't get me. They got him.
Whoa.
Because I didn't sell. Remember, I was like, hey, man, that's a cop. I was like, I'm gone. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't sell crack like that.
That's crazy. You got out of it, though.
Yeah.
I would have sold to him. I don't know. You got the eye for it. You knew.
Yeah.
I would have been like, yes, how many cracks would you like?
Well, if you're on the street, they would tell you not to do that. And he was just being greedy. And I was like, hey, bro.
Yeah,
none of our fiends come up to us like this, new or, I said, nobody talks like this. Stones, pebbles. I was like, this dude, even for an undercover cop, it was like, that's the worst lingo. It's like, where do you get this shit from? Like,
yeah, where did he learn that?
Kindergarten crack school? It's like,
kindergarten crack school?
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck is this education you get, bro?
I'm going to Detroit.
You are?
Yeah, in the end of February.
We're
I was going to ask you about that. I'm going to this, it's like called the Independent Comedy Club. It seats 100. It's a really small venue. I'm doing 2 shows on a Saturday. It's like,
where is it at?
In Detroit.
I think I've heard of it.
Yeah, I've never been to this club. They reached out to me. They're actually one of the guys who works at that club used to go to high school with 2 of my best friends. So they got my contact information from my best friend, and I thought this seems like a red flag.
Wait. Where's your best friend from?
Phoenix. So he grew up in Phoenix. And reached out to my friend to book me, and I thought, this doesn't sound right. But the more I talked to him, I go, oh, this sounds awesome.
Okay.
You know, it was just a funny way to get a hold of me through my best friend to book me on the club.
Oh, yeah, that's dope as hell. That way it appears to be safe. It went through with your friend, you can feel a little bit.
Yeah.
Did they know him or they didn't know him?
They knew him, and they said he was really nice. They said they haven't talked to him in a while, but he's a great guy. But that's how I'd buy crack. I'd be like, hey, Doc, I'm a friend of your friend. Where are the pebbles?
That's how you keep from getting robbed, too. You know?
Yeah.
Hey, that's fucking fantastic.
I mean, now, you're not... When did you stop selling crack?
Right after high school.
What?
Yeah.
This was in high school?
Yeah, this is all crazy. In high school, all in... While I was... Think Park Middle School, yeah.
That's in the middle school?
Yeah, I started off as just a police watcher, right? So they would pay me $50 a week to watch out for the police.
Whoa.
Yeah, a day. $50 a day to watch out for the police. And then whenever I see any cars coming, hey, 5-0, I yell it, and everybody run, whatever.
What a crazy job to do and after you learn algebra.
Yeah, you got to start at the bottom. You know, most streets... You either start in a house, but if you're on the streets, you gotta start at the bottom. You gotta be if the clique you running with.
Yeah, I've seen Goodfellas.
Yeah, you seen it. So it you have to learn the steps so that you don't make too many fatal mistakes.
Right.
I got put in juvenile too, though.
For
crack.
What if it's something completely? You're like public indecency.
Yeah, it could be, but just be a whole nother story.
Damn. For selling it.
Yeah, for selling it.
Yeah, but did you do it?
Did I do? No. Hell
you never did it?
No, my father smoked, so I was like, nah, I could never even touch it. I ain't want to. Then you see, I also sold heroin and weed. So I sold crack with heroin and weed. And before that, I was a paper boy. Such a fucking weird dynamic.
Papers,
yeah, no. Like
you rolled the joints?
papers back in the day. They used to have a newspaper. Yeah, go.
No, I'm not that young. You go, oh, what's a newspaper?
But I used to be the paper boy, and then I when I got into crack. It was like two different dynamics.
It's such a funny when I got into crack.
Honest work is always better, people. Always better. Because you never have to pull a pistol on a customer for not paying for their paper. It's like, you know what I mean? No, it's like, oh, okay, I like this. Honest work is just easy, better, and it's lawful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What is it like now? Like, do you miss it? You ever think about getting back?
Oh, hell no. Nah.
I do feel like a cop right now.
Listen. Listen, just the amount of shootouts. You get the shootings alone and the people dying around you.
Yeah.
You don't want to be around none of that.
No.
It's
And
like,
you do seem very calm. Like the few times I have gotten to hang out with you, you're very calm and collected, and that's probably because shit's not going down. Like it's like not that bad compared to bad things you've seen.
Exactly. When I do get like angry, I don't never really get street angry. You know what I mean? Like I've been to that point. And that's a bad place. You never want to be like that.
Angry?
Street angry is just when, and it goes anywhere where somebody can get to a level where you can possibly kill. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you just say, you ever seen the movie Juice?
Yeah.
Tupac? Remember when he said, I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about myself. So when that point, it's like it's not like a lot of people think a lot of the killing on the streets is just gang. It's like, no. There's this element of protecting where you're from. And then when they come against you, because you gotta remember, I mean, I was around guys that had bodies at 10, 11. By the time they was 12, 13, they already got 2 or 3 bodies, but it's a part of the streets. It's not like what you see on the cartels, like the narcos.
Yeah.
That's real all the way between Detroit. So you don't hear about it too much with the mafias, because mafias didn't deal with crack and heroin and cocaine like that.
No.
Because if they did, you would have seen a lot more murders. You would have heard a lot more wars between mafia and black people and Latino. They did their own kind of more blue-collar crimes.
I'm about to cancel my shows in Detroit.
No. Detroit's changed now. We got Bloods and Crips now. It's better.
Okay, it's more organized.
Yeah, it's not even so much as it's organized. It's just...
I'm representing both right now.
Yeah, you consider it. Not really, but yeah.
I got the red
you got
background.
the blue. Yeah, you got the... Okay.
I'm trying to just, be Switzerland.
That's the
I'm
way to
more
do it.
purple out there.
That's pretty much what Detroit used to be, though. Because Detroit was... there's a documentary that they show called...
Is that what your name's long for?
What's that?
Documentary?
Not admit to that.
Documentary Willis?
Yeah, Documentary Willis. Spitting out the real facts out here in these streets.
Dude, that should be... Yeah, your name's short for documentary. You do know a lot about a lot of things.
A lot of things I've learned. But I forgot what I'm talking about. But anyway.
That's jet fuel for you.
Yeah. I go do the same shit. I'm just like you.
You were talking about the gangs that used to be like that.
Oh, well, okay. So Detroit's
God,
motto...
I sound so white. You were talking about the gangs over there.
Yeah, that's perfect. I want you to be as white as possible. I don't want you to be anything else.
That's true.
Anything else is like, oh, fuck.
I did bring is this racist to play trumpet? I don't know.
No, why is that?
I guess only if I did the makeup.
You the white Louis Armstrong?
Yeah, Louis Armstrong.
Yeah. That's good.
Okay, now back to these gangs.
So Detroit back then was like, there's a documentary that was on History Channel called Gangland.
Okay.
And they did this one episode about the most notorious gang. In fact, they voted them the most notorious over all gangsters, over all mafias, cartels, everybody. Because they're the only gang of guys that started off with 8 hitmen. So they were just hitmen killers.
Whoa.
And they were trained by an ex-military vet. And so that guy, they were called the best friends. So anyway, they weren't the only ones, but it's just Detroit was occupied with all of these guys that they had names, but it was more affiliated because of drugs and territory. So Detroit had this thing where anybody else that didn't raise up their own in Detroit and have their own gang name, you couldn't come from nowhere else. So in the episode, they called it Kill 'Em All, because that was the thing. You come from anywhere else, we kill you. So you would have enemies and you would hear about, oh, the Bloods is over here. And then it'd be like a siren to everybody, and the whole city would be just looking for these Bloods or these Crips or this certain other gangs, whatever they were. They would just kill them all. So that was but now it's a whole nother thing. And I say, oh, okay, y'all done softened up a little bit. So,
yeah.
Now it's gentrified, and that's why we got the little comedy club probably you talking about. It's getting a little better.
Yeah, now the government owns the gangs.
Yeah, Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, they always have. They on the street dudes just selling crack. Where you think we get it from?
That's true.
Yeah, it's like
Government crack.
we can't get cocaine and crack without it coming through the borders. Don't act like, you know what I mean? It's weird.
It's true.
It's weird as hell for them to be like that. But
I used to sprinkle cocaine on my weed. Is that crack?
that's called 51 in back in the day. But that's
I called it snow.
lacing it. Yeah. You used to do that
That's
for
my
real?
best friend, Chappelle Lace.
You used to do that for real?
Oh, yeah. I was
Oh,
trying to get good
shit.
at jazz.
Oh, wow.
I was like, oh, Miles did it, I'll do it.
Wow. Well, that's the best thing. You didn't go into the crack.
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's great.
The crack went into me.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that's crack. I told somebody that once. I sprinkled it on a, what do you call it? What do we call that? I forget what we call that. Snow something, or I don't know. You sprinkle the coke on the bowl of weed and smoke it, and someone's like, "Oh yeah, you smoke crack."
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that's the same thing.
It's a mixture. So it's a different chemical high.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
you're telling me.
You know, I mean, just from cooking it, I used to get like, phew. I used to hate the way it smelled when you rock up cocaine with the baking soda.
Oh
And
yeah.
you crystallize it in the water and all that kind of stuff. It was like this weird smell. It's like kind of a sweet smell. It's like a weird, and I used to hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
No, sounds like she's on crack.
yeah, she ready. She ready. You got to kill her.
She's protective.
That's cool.
She's what did you call it? You were on watch duty when you were a kid. What did you call that? You watched the police.
Police watching.
Police watch is what she's doing.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey guys, just popping in real quick. Say if you want any Jetski merch, you can get what's left at jetskijohnson.com. There you can also get tickets to my shows. If you're in Vancouver, I'm there this week, 19th and 20th. Then I will be on a big tour by myself, renting a car, just driving around the Midwest. I'll be in Miamisburg, Louisville, Kentucky, Detroit, Michigan, Columbus, Cincinnati, trying to add a show to Indianapolis. We'll see if that's up there by now. Toronto, Hamilton, St. Catharines, Lawrence, Kansas. Get your tickets now, jetskijohnson.com. Back to Doc. Do you game?
Nah, I used to game when I was a little boy and with Super Nintendo, but that ain't really gaming. Gaming
No.
for y'all is a whole fucking empire. I said, damn, y'all got monitors and shit. Hold on, let me fucking. It's like you DJing and shit.
Yeah, I want to game. I want to Twitch and do all that stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah, as many monitors as I can get.
Have you ever done it before?
Mm-hmm. Over the lockdown, I would do like a hour a week.
Okay.
And people would just jump in the live. I'd talk to them, hang out, play video games. It was fun.
Oh, wow. That's cool as hell.
Yeah.
What did you play?
I played Spyro the Dragon. It's my favorite game. Like the whole trilogy.
Yeah.
You don't even know what that is?
No, that's
Okay.
some nerd shit. I don't It's like,
Oh my God, you were in
it would've been
glasses.
like Fallout or Halo or something that I can just grab on to. I'm like, what is that?
I don't like those games.
No? Well, you're a woman, so women don't like the real, like, kind of violent, stalkerish type of.
No, I don't
But
like
is
the
that
war
game
game.
violent though still?
Spyro, I mean, you breathe fire.
You don't kill nothing?
Yeah, you're a dragon.
Yeah, see, women be trying to hide that murderous attitude. You see that, fellas? She got it. She fucking
No, I'll do
serial
it.
killer.
I'll
here.
play Tomb Raider.
Oh, Tomb Raider, dope. I used to
Tomb
play
Raider.
that all the time when I was younger. They got it for gaming?
Mhm.
Oh,
Wait, how would you play it?
on fucking PS2, just the regular.
Oh, yeah,
We
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
have it back then. PS2. Look how old I am. They're like, damn, did they even make that anymore?
Well, you said it. You have it for gaming. I thought you were playing like a Tomb Raider board game.
Oh,
Or
no,
something. You're
no,
just
I
dressing
love
up.
that book. Once I beat it, I went back and bought the book. Because you know how you got to find the hidden secret passages and all the hidden gems.
Yeah.
And they in different, you got to do all these certain things. And a lot of stuff I missed. It's
Okay.
kind of like Mario Brothers 2. If you got to go back and hit the sky, jump up, and then bing, you find a coin. Like, oh, another mushroom or a hidden one-up and shit
Yep.
like that.
Get 100% in the level.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those games. And what are you doing? Like, are you still researching? All I know that is about you prominently is that you like aliens a lot.
Yeah.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah, we can talk about it. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Everyone's always like, Doc loves aliens.
Yeah, because
We got to be on, I think, one episode of Bad Friends together, right?
yep, just that one. That was the last one I did.
That was the last one. I know. I think that was my second one I did,
Okay.
and then you were gone.
Yeah.
But
Me
we
and
talk
Bob,
a
and then
little-
we had our little friction, and I was like, man, nah. So we've made up since then. I just
Yeah.
haven't been back on there because I'm just like, I've been trying to. Well, you worked at the store.
Yeah. Okay, so if people don't know this, Doc and I both worked a lot, which is
Parking lot, which
a
is
really small community. Like there's the the door guys, which, the big names are like Jim Carrey and Mark Maron and Bobby Lee, and like those guys all work the store. But then there's an even smaller group of comedians who work the lot.
The only ones that will. Nobody like work.
I know, but it's cool that we both did that.
Yeah.
And we parked the comedians' cars.
Yeah, I loved it.
I did too.
Oh man, you don't have to deal. The only drunk people you really have to deal with is the comics when they come and go. Sometimes they come high and drunk. You be like, man, you drunk driving, motherfucker.
I know. I won't name
High
it.
as fuck. Plush red. You're like, yeah, man, doing some shit where you got.
I would look out for friends. I'd be like, hey, I threw away that open container in your backseat.
Oh, yeah?
Slip me it's $20.
Yeah. You know what I used to do is I used to make them stay and take a cab home.
Oh, that's
sometimes
nice.
they would get
That's better
too
than
high.
what I
And I'd be
did.
like, hey man, you can't lead a lot like this. So I would be like, just park it over here in the corner. And then I'll tell the maintenance and they'll take care of it and then just come back and get in the morning. It's like, yeah, you're right, Doc, man. I used to have to convince some of them. Like, no, don't.
Yeah.
Come on back, man. Just don't do this. I'm like, man, I don't let up. Nah, you real fucked up. I'm watching you. So they would park it.
Yeah.
Well, not 100% of the time they would park their car and not leave.
That's good. I think things have calmed down too.
Well, yeah.
So, like, as far as the drug use, like, Marin told me when he worked the lot, he let a car, like, I think he was on drugs while he was working the lot. This was a long time ago, but he said a car just rolled down the driveway.
One of the lot guys that worked before me used to sell that to everybody.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Did you watch out for him?
Yeah, no.
You can't shake that lifestyle.
And it was just like everywhere I went. That's why, like, I was at an open mic one time.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, or maybe even at a show, but I came through and then the guy was like, Doc, yeah, I was talking to one of the guys at the Comedy Store and they were saying you were this old, bitter employee that used to work there. And I go, what? And I go, get the fuck. I said, man, they get mad. But what the comics didn't understand when I used to get mad at them there was most of them was always high. On the job, you know that. On the job, working the door, whatever, and just messing up. And then I'm doing my job and their job because they fucked up. Or they going off the door. I said, man, get your man, I'm not gonna do your job. So they took it as I was the one that's angry. And it's like, no. If you're the only sober person damn near in the club,
Yeah.
you would be pissed off too. It's like the comics employees are high, then the customers come in, and then they either come in high or drunk, or they get drunk and they high there. And then you got the comic that's leaving and going, and they drunk. I'm dealing with this massive just chaos constantly.
Yeah.
So when Eric came, he started cleaning it up. That was the best thing for the Comedy Store, for my era, was when Eric came.
And it was just a different vibe there?
Yeah, because Eric came with more discipline and more, hey man, listen, I get it, y'all can have your fun, but we need to be more. It was like when Missy would come around.
Oh wow.
When Missy come around, everybody sober, everybody's, hey man, hey. So it was like
it would blow your mind. Like, when's the last time you've been there? At the Comedy Store?
I want to say either for Missy's or Brody's memorial.
Oh wow. So a long time.
Yeah, I don't go over there.
I know. Yeah, well, it would blow your mind what the door guys are like now. First of all, let me tell you a couple of things. They don't have, you have papers where you check people in for tickets?
Yeah.
Now they all have iPads.
Oh, wow.
They all have iPads, and you go and look, and when it's slow, they're all playing video game apps on the iPad.
Oh, hilarious.
It's so weird. It's so like Gen Z. They're like, they're just playing games. I'm like, we never did that. Now they're required to take breaks. They have to take 30-minute breaks.
Always have.
Not when I worked.
They were supposed to because it's illegal. They were supposed to. That was implemented when Eric was coming around more often. Even when Dean, towards the end, before he left. That's Paulie's friend that used to be the manager before it went to it was chaotic when he left.
Well.
And then they brought in these consultants, and the consultants, they actually wanted me to be the general manager of the Comedy Store.
That would be so awesome.
Man, I was like, no, man.
You don't want to do it?
No, because when they put this is how it happened. It was right before they hired Eric. And I come in to get my check. And the guy's name was John and Huck, I believe. Huck. So I go in, get my check, and then I hear the office door to the manager's door, that little door that closed. And I look back and I'm like, what's going on here? What the fuck is? Like, what's going on? And then I said, y'all found a new manager yet? And then they were like, well, Doc, we think we found him. And I said, okay, cool. And I said, who, Adam? Because Adam at the time, he was just the general manager. I mean, he was the regular manager.
Who, Adam Egget?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
He
that.
was just a shift manager.
Really?
Yeah, he was like assistant shift manager because Dean was the manager above him. And then Mark, I believe. And then Adam was like always a shift manager.
That's crazy considering his background. I thought he just went straight to talent booker.
Wow.
No.
And then so...
If the listeners at home don't know, Adam Egget was the talent booker at the Comedy Store, and now he's the booker at the Comedy Mothership.
Right. And he's also was on Norm Macdonald's. He's one of Norm Macdonald's best friends, and they had the podcast episodes on Netflix. They had that show together.
Yeah,
he's like the third mic god, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's hilarious.
Yeah.
But he also used to talent book at the Tempe Improv, and
Right.
He had a huge resume.
I didn't know he
connections.
talent booked at the Tempe. I thought he was just like a manager or something, or a
I
waiter
could
or
have,
something.
maybe I have it wrong.
Yeah, I might be wrong.
Because I know him and Rita and somebody else all came from Arizona. Yeah. Paige. Oh yeah, they all came from Arizona.
Yeah,
It's pretty
yeah.
cool. But they wanted you to be the manager?
Yeah, so they were like, well, we prefer an employee from here, like that. And then I was like, oh, who? I was like, and I thought maybe they were talking about this other guy named Alf that was working up in marketing. And I said, Alf? And they go, nah. And I said, oh, okay. And they say, well, preferably somebody worked a lot. And I go, oh, shit.
They keep spelling out. They're like, we're looking for someone who used to sell crack.
Yeah, we like your structure. You
You're
know
like,
the feds, when they get here, we need a guy like
You're like,
you.
who are you talking about?
It was this.
Somebody wearing glasses. You're like, is it Joe? Oh, gosh. How do we put this?
So I was like, nah, man. And
They just hold up a mirror to you.
Yeah, that's what he should have did.
Here's
This
a picture
guy,
of this.
this goofy looking little.
Why
shit.
did they ask you like that? So dramatic.
I don't know. They just kind of. I think because they probably knew I was going to be hesitant about it because I was a comedian.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then I told him just that. I go, hey man, I said, no, I just want to do stand up comedy.
Yes.
I don't want to get involved with the club and the brothers and nothing like that. I said, I just want to do stand up. And they was like, yeah, I know, but we're
and by brothers, you mean the Shore brothers.
Shore brothers, exactly.
I was like, what brothers? What black guys are you talking about?
Hilarious.
It took me a second. Okay, he's talking about Peter and Polly Shore.
Peter and Polly.
Jewish guys.
Yeah, Jewish guys, not niggas.
I
Don't
can't
bleep
say
that
it.
out. Don't you dare bleep that out. Leave that for the people. That's for my people.
For the listeners out there, that was Doc.
Yeah, that was Jesski throwing her goddamn voice. Don't believe it. She's a ventriloquist on the side. Y'all don't know how she hustles. Many hustles. So I told him, I said, nah, I can't. And he said, well, we're willing. I said, I don't even know how to, run this like that. And he said, well, we'll train you and you'll learn easily. We've been watching you since we've been here. We watch everything you do. And you are the perfect person for this job like that. And I said, well, I appreciate it, but I can't because I got to give up comedy and I'm not doing it. And it's like, yeah, that's what we kind of was hoping you would do, give up the comedy to run the place because we need you to do that. And I said, nah. And they said, well, this is what we'll do. We got one or two other, so we're going to give you 2 weeks to make a decision. They said, but if you don't, we really would like to have you. If not, then we'll bring somebody else in. Then that's when 2 weeks later, Eric came in.
Wow. And so you haven't been back since?
Nah, I've been like, with stand-up comedy, when you work at the store, some people just work there as a comic, but I worked there as a student of comedy and as a comic. So I was able to see all the ins and outs of stand-up.
Yeah.
And I learned something that was incredibly shocking for me, but also was a blow to my stomach. And that is that I was like, for a perfect example, Louis came in like 04, 05 and showcased, right? Missy didn't pass Louis C.K.
Yeah.
And so I was like, huh. And then like 2-3 years later, I come to work and there's all these Louis C.K. flyers all over the tables. And I'm like, this guy, he didn't get passed. What's that? Why is he? And then not only did he have the flyers, but he sold out 2 shows. And I go, what the fuck? And I say, hold up, how is a guy selling out like this and not in the club? And then right before that, Cat Williams popped. And then after that, Kevin Hart popped, which both of them were not in none of the 3 clubs. They wasn't paid regular at the
Really?
Comedy Store, the Laugh Factory, or the Improv. Neither
Wow.
one of them. And I was like, hold on. There's something else going on with stand-up that I'm observing. And then when I watched Sebastian and Caparillo, how they popped without TV shows or no TV show, no hit movies, they just popped with their stand-up and they just popped off of them getting specials from their stand-up. I learned that, oh, wait a minute. There are those that develop the true muscle of stand-up and become great off of stand-up only. And they may pop in the movies, TV too, such as Chappelle or Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, so on and so
Norm,
forth.
yeah.
Norm. So you look at these guys and you're just like, oh man, all this time you think, oh, I got to do this and I got to do this. I moved to LA to do this. And that's when I learned about New York when I was at the store. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I would have went to New York first. It's like, well, man, so and when you think about all the greats, they either lived there, born and raised there, or they moved there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From Burr to Carlin to Eddie Murphy to just, I mean, you name it, from Chris Rock and them, they all come from that Boston, New York, Jersey, Philly, DC.
Yeah.
All of them, Chappelle, all of them went and it just was like, are you kidding me? So I wasn't getting my own voice as a stand-up.
I know. I think I get what you're saying completely, that the store isn't everything. Like, you have to develop elsewhere and bring that like talent to the store. Like, a lot of people get lost there. It's a vortex.
Yeah.
Listen, the fastest companies in the world, they use Pebel to stay organized, to reduce risk, to make their lives easier. What are you doing if you're not using Pebel? Let me throw you a Pebel. Pebel, the hiring globally resource. I've traveled the whole world now, and I've met so many business people, and they hire globally, and they use Pebel, and it works. Instead of juggling all these different tools to help you with your HR or team building or organizing your platforms, you can use Pebel for everything. Whether you're managing teams internally or if you're planning to grow, Pebel can help you with that too. Bottom line, it really simplifies things so you can focus on the things that matter. Our new standard discounted pricing at $399 USD per month per employee helps you contain costs. Go to Hipebl.ai to get a free estimate. That's Hipebl.ai for a free estimate.
I tell you, one of the greatest things that Sebastian told me.
What did he tell you?
One day he's on stage, because I used to always run in him. Even when I'm on a lot, I used to let the lot pile up. I'm watching Sebastian. They come in like, Doc, get back on the lot, man. 15 minutes off the lot is crazy.
It could be crazy.
Yeah. So I was like, you're talking about, you know what time Sebastian
Random
go
people
up.
driving in.
Yeah, Sebastian go up about 9:45, you know what I'm saying, 10 o'clock. So I was there during that time watching him.
That's hilarious.
So you know that's the busiest time.
Yeah.
So
Cars
I would run
piling
back and forth trying to catch his set, because he was just extremely funny to me based on his style, right? And to see what he became, that's a whole nother story. Like, people just don't, it's like, what?
I know most people only know him now, but I've heard a lot of stories from people that just watching him find his voice and develop. Like, he really made himself. He wasn't just born like that. He developed and practiced and perfected.
There's a thing that they say is called a click. When that happens, it's like a totally new person. It's like they figured out something.
Yeah, I've heard that about Louis C.K. too.
Louis said it didn't click for him till like 27 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
In that Rolling Stone article, I don't know if you read it, but I was like, wow.
I heard about it, yeah.
Yeah, because he was like, some of these, they come in the game, he's like, these young, they come in the game, and they think they should be owed everything. And he said, what do you got, kid? 10, 15 years? He was like, try 27. I was like, oh, don't say that, Lou, because I started late, man.
I know,
now here I am in my 50s. I'm like, God damn. Guess I got to accept it. You know what I mean? That's just how I go.
Yeah.
But Sebastian was on stage performing, and there was a woman to the right sitting by the OR window that faces the patio.
Yeah.
So original room is the comedy room in the Comedy Store. That's all y'all need to know. So he kept, he notices everything. Us comics, we always know that one person ain't really paying attention, no matter how much the room laughing. We'd be like, who the fuck, but they ain't laughing. So that's where he pointed to her. He goes, hey, you've been looking out that window since I've been on stage. What are you looking at? And he only been up there about 3 minutes. So he walks over to the window and he looks out the window and he sees the crowd on the patio. And then he looks at the woman. He goes, you know what? Never mind. Don't even I know exactly what you're looking at. And then he calls attention to the room. He goes, everybody in here. He said, you see this window out here? You see the people out on the patio? It's the same goddamn people every goddamn night. And he said, you know what they're asking themselves? How to make it in Hollywood. By getting off this goddamn patio. Look at these motherfuckers. He said, they look at them. This every day. And the crowd is laughing at his anger because he's like truly angry. But I'm laughing because I'm like, oh my fucking God, I've been telling him.
Yeah, you've been telling him.
So Sebastian comes out and I say, hey man, I'm glad you said that shit on stage for people to hear because I've been telling people. He said, yeah, Doc. He said, man, sometimes I'll ride by here and the club is closed. No, he said, one time me and my wife rode by here and the club was closed and there's a bunch of them out on the patio just out here talking. He said, they're like fucking zombies. He said, Doc, that's not how you make it. He said, if the Comedy Store don't put you up, fuck them. Go find it somewhere else. He said, don't you wait on them. And I said, damn. And
that's heavy. I've felt that before.
But that's what Louis did.
Yeah.
That's what Kevin did. That's what Cat Williams did, and a lot of them, Michelle Wolf, and we'll just be rattling off so many names of people that was never in there that became these entities as stand-up.
Yeah.
Roy Wood Jr., he wasn't a regular there. It's like...
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned that lesson on a much like smaller scale. When I moved out here, I kept getting pulled out of the bucket during that Kill Tony show. Mm-hmm. And this was like 2017. It was at the Comedy Store. It was way different than it is now. And I had like a lot of success early on in that show. And then I just kind of stopped getting pulled. And I was realizing I was there every Monday just like waiting for a minute. Mm-hmm. And so I thought, for whatever reason, it's not working out. So I just stopped signing up. And I would work at other mics and get better. And then out of the blue, months later, maybe even a year later, I was a production assistant on the Late Late Show. And we were doing Crosswalk the Musical. I had to get up at 4 a.m., lifting all these water bottles, just working hard. And I get a text from Joel Jimenez that says, hey, do you want to be in the band today? Which was the Kill Tony band. It was a much bigger position than getting pulled out of the bucket. And it ended up kind of shaping my whole career. So it was kind of like what you're saying on a small scale where it wasn't working out. So instead of wasting my time there every week, I went somewhere else and then it all paid off. Because
you assume that this thing is popular. If I can do this, then this will happen for me.
Yeah.
But I was watching Morgan Freeman talk about box office hits.
Uh-huh.
And he said that Hollywood put all the money they want and put all the stars on something. He said, that's not who make it hot. He said, it's the people. They don't control that. When you learn that, then you can apply that to all aspects of entertainment and find yourself in a better space. Most people don't do that. Most people say, oh, this is the hot thing or this is the next thing and I got to get on here. You know how many people was on Johnny Carson that never made it?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's an old-ass reference. In case y'all don't know, it's a prehistoric TV show called Johnny Carson. Go back and watch.
They know what it is.
Yeah, they know.
It's the Tonight Show.
Tonight Show. Yeah, the very first one, original?
It's the original Kill Tony.
No, it ain't nothing like Kill Tony.
Well, because they're pumping out stars.
So funny between watching to see Tony's show and the Roast Battle.
Oh, I bet. Yeah,
I had no interest. Yeah, I didn't have no interest in Tony's show. I used to be like, man, this is preposterous. Like, I never watch it. The Roast Battle, I will watch it sometimes just based on the camaraderie and the competing with each other.
Yeah.
And it was more a fair game. I didn't like the Kill Tony aspect of guys sitting back and critiquing these guys while they up there and doing all this other stuff and boom, 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 boom. But I just got into an argument with Quincy and Carlos de Jesus. Do you know Carlos de Jesus?
Yeah, at the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
Oh, you were just okay. So you're still keeping in touch with people.
Yeah. I'm always, see, you don't know me like that. I'm out here.
I know.
I'll be moving inside.
You know what it is? Why we never run into each other? Because I go on the road so much, and then when I'm in town, I basically only go to the store.
What you're supposed to do?
I know it's not like if I have a home club, it's nice, but I'm trying to do more shows in town too. I think people just assume I'm on the road, so I try to hit up local shows too. Like, hey, I'm in town, and usually they'll book me, but I like to go to as many different rooms as possible because I think that makes you the sharpest.
Yeah,
it makes you the best at comedy. But
well, it's funny with me. It's like so many people hit me up out of the blue.
Yeah.
Hey, this project, if this takes off, we're going to get you on this. or like Bobby and them, they just hit me out of the blue. It's always these random opportunities constantly with me, even to this day. So like the, I don't know if you know about like the little Kev cartoon, the little character I do on there, the couple episodes I did, same thing, just comic who created the show. He been at the Comedy Store. He was putting all comics on there. And then he hit me up, hey Doc, why don't you come in? We got a little character we wrote for you. And I was like, oh shit. So I kind of always be in people's mind. And that's what I'm saying. When you never know. So it's like, be your best you can be to everybody, but more importantly, make sure you stay human.
I like that. I think because you're so authentic, and I try to be like that too. You're authentic and unique and fun to be around. So
well, yeah, you got to be authentic to admit you lace crack on weed. That's some real shit, wasn't it? I was like, damn.
You're
I was like, confessions like about.
If I find out you're faking, you don't even know what crack is.
Hilarious.
Yeah, you didn't come in hot. You came out slinging.
Yeah. But it brings that out of you. You know, you can't. I think the best people in the genre of entertainment, whether they're struggling with demons of drugs or whatever, or they're, considered good people. I don't really think nobody's good, but people that are aspiring to be positive, right? Mm-hmm. They all have this authenticity about them. And when you have that, it takes you to another level and it connects you with people, and people go, yeah, I can use that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is a lot of how can people utilize us.
Yeah. That's the
is
problem.
The business.
That's the whole thing. That's the worst part about it. You like a hooker. It's like, come on over here. Let me pimp you a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. It's like, that's the whole thing. Unless you make your own stuff.
Yeah.
I do like this podcast. It took me a long time to start it, just coming from 2 big podcasts, Kill Tony and Bad Friends, and then starting my own. People kept, you got to start it. And I just wanted to do it right. And you know what a commitment it is. So but I am really enjoying it.
That's why I stopped doing mine. I started for a second when I left Bad Friends, and people still hit me up to this day, why you don't do it? And I was like,
it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, and it's...
and a lot of energy, like just the mental energy of being on screen every week for an hour. It's kind of a trip. Yeah. Like, how much of myself am I putting out into the internet?
Yeah.
They're going to have AIs of us, probably.
Well, it is. AI can never be you.
What if it could, though?
Nah.
What if you found an AI doc selling crack on the
Because
streets?
AI don't have all your memory. I'd be like, if AI had my memory, I'll be pissed off. Like, they just stole my shit.
I bet it could, though.
Probably could.
If you could get your memories like replaced, you could choose which ones to keep and which ones to lose. Would you do that?
Nah, because I think that makes me who I am and makes me have the decisions. Like sometimes you're about to do something bad and then you remember no, I can't do that. If I do that, then, what I mean?
That's true. That's why I'm sober.
Yeah, that conscience, that little guilty is through mistakes of the past and you've grown. You know what I'm saying? It's like
every time
you take that aspect away, now you don't have that to fall back on to remind you of how dirty of a scumbag you are.
I know. Every time I'm about to sprinkle Coke on my weed, I'm like, maybe I should wait.
Yeah. I've thought about it, because the money is so good as a kid. Think about 80s, $50 a day as a kid. Now, just imagine what I was making selling crack. And there was a bunch of us out there.
Why do you say it like that?
Oh, because I just see myself. Yeah. But it's one of those things that's what becomes enticing for a lot of the people.
The money.
The money, yeah. It's not, people are like, why do people sell drugs? But even when you notice the white guys that get busted for selling drugs, whether it's fentanyl or heroin or whatever, it's because of the money. Pills,
no
money,
one's doing it for the love of selling crack.
No, heck no. They're
danger, like, I just think it's really helping people.
The danger is crazy.
Yeah.
From the police to the street people. Like I say, they don't, I unfortunately was around young guys, young kids that also murdered other kids and other people's family and their children. They didn't care who was in the house. They didn't have, you hear rules and stuff like that. Detroit don't believe in a rule. The only rule of Detroit is everybody's for themselves, and they go by, you ever heard that saying, there's no honor amongst thieves?
Yeah.
So anything there's no talk of loyalty on the street. Because it's like, the president cheat on his wife. What do you think a drug dealer gonna do? Like, or a street gang? Why would I expect loyalty? It's stupid for me to even think you're gonna be loyalty, even if I want to believe it. You see what I'm saying?
Wow, that's interesting to me. I'm a very loyal
Because Detroit,
person.
we don't be like, we're like, man, just don't cross me or I'll kill you. That's the game.
Wow.
It's not,
Well,
I expect you to be loyal to me. No. You don't do that.
Yeah, well, that is a form of loyalty, right? Not crossing someone.
No, it's a threat. It's a warning.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, it depends on who you are. Some people will snitch on certain people, and depends on who you are. Some people want you to snitch on certain people so they can get you back on the street. So they'll say, you seen it on Narcos. You seen the episode where Chapo goes, they ask Chapo for something, to give him something, or he got to come in or something. So he gives them this bus and snitches on the bus that he sets up. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's like that. It's like, give us something, or your boys, hey man, we need you back on the street. So you don't have to give up something so that we can get you
like
back out here.
Epstein.
We need you. You need to do yeah,
Kind of.
Yeah. I
He's
mean,
like,
that's the level of criminals
you
you're
need
dealing
to
with.
eat this kid. Too.
Yeah, so it's an exchange like that. They rather have these couple small guys for the big guy because he's the connect. And if the connect don't want to deal with these guys, he's got to do something to get him out. Hey, snitch on these dudes, get them in, boom, you come back out, and then it's back to business.
Okay.
It's like one of those type of things. So there's that element of it.
We've got a local ad here. This one is from Jeff Schiller. Thank you, Jeff. And please go support him. He is having a Kickstarter campaign going on right now for his new comic book. It's the 4th of a series called The Elf with No Name. In fact, if you go to the link and see his Kickstarter, click the video. You might see a little surprise from a special goblin guest who's been on this podcast before. That's right. This guy is connected. Go check it out. I looked at it here. It's a pretty cool Kickstarter with lots of good prizes. In fact, one of the prizes, rewards, I don't know. If you give money, he gives you a gift with it, more than just the comic book itself. In fact, one of them's a cameo. You could get your own cameo in the comic book. It's pretty cool. Go check it out. Go give Jeff Schiller some love. Go support his comic book, please, and check out his Kickstarter. Thank you, guys. I can't wait to read The Elf with No Name. Bye.
You hear a lot about snitches and stuff like that, and people getting mad and stuff like that. But in Detroit, it's kind of like, yeah. What do you want, loyalty? You bitch. You get back off the streets then and be a fucking doctor if you want to expect loyalty. What are you doing? You don't expect it. You command it. No. You don't be. I'm murdering you, and if I find your mama, I'm murdering them, and if I find your kids, I'm murdering them. It's anybody gets it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, Independent Comedy Club, Detroit, Michigan. Good
plug.
I'm bringing Doc with me, so any of y'all try to fuck with me.
Did you find out what street it's on?
Oh, yeah. I already forgot to say it. It's on Kniff Avenue.
Is it in Detroit?
Kniff, Kniff. Yeah, Hamtramck.
Hamtramck. Yeah.
Hamtramck.
What is it?
Hamtramck.
Hamtramck. It's like 8 minutes from Detroit.
No, it's in Detroit.
Yeah.
This is the killer about these cities. So you got Highland Park, Hamtramck, and Roseville Park, kind of, in Sherwood Forest.
Okay, where's the best crack?
The best crack is
I'm just kidding.
After the show. But
I can't wait to see a bunch of crack dealers at my show.
Yeah.
They're like, we're friends with Doc.
They're like, so Los Angeles City is Los Angeles City, but you know how like it's got, I think, if I'm saying it right, South Central stuff is in the center of Los Angeles. Los Angeles completely surrounds it. That's how it is.
Okay.
So Hamtramck is right in the center of Detroit or area, but it's surrounded by Detroit. Then Highland Park is the same way. They're like these independent claim, and it's too much to go through the history of both, but they're just basically independent, small cities within. But they depend on Detroit to a certain degree.
I see. Wait, okay, I have to ask you too while you're here, like, last year there was a bunch of UFOs and stuff at the end of the year. And then no one ever, I feel like we just accepted it and then never got answers about it. Do you remember what I'm talking about? It was the end of 2024.
Right.
And they were like in December. And
it's still going. It just, I just posted something on my page today about they brought in to the Capitol Hill the case that happened 30 years ago back in Brazil.
You posted something weird on your page.
Yeah, yeah.
What? I gotta look up your Instagram. We're gonna get a whole Rogan computer in here at some point so we can look
Yeah, that'll
stuff
be
up.
dope for you. Well, you by that time you be so big, you have your own studio. I can see it. Studio, people walking around. They still looking stupid in the corner now.
Oh damn, you roasted my friend.
That's how I do it. I know they talking shit about me when I leave. I'm gonna
No
say-
way. What is this post you made?
Okay, so
It says case reaches as Virginia incident turns 30.
Virginia.
What is-
Virginia? I think it's how you say it.
How do you say it? Virginia?
Virginia.
That is not what
I might be saying it wrong myself, but it's close. Yeah.
It looks. It says Virginia.
No,
It says landmark.
it sounds like you ready to
You
fuck,
said
don't it?
Brazilian Virginia. What is this?
It's actually a new Brazilian wax that they doing.
What is this?
Okay, so that's a city in Brazil.
Okay.
Okay, and so there was an incident that happened 30 years ago, and they actually got a Netflix document about it, and there's a bunch of documentary about it, and there's also a lot of stuff you can watch on YouTube about it. But it's a case where vehicle crashes, had aliens in it. The aliens get out, they find the dead bodies in there, and then two of them was on the streets. One of them they found, and then either one they didn't find, or the one that they did find, they found it in the alley because they called the sheriff's department. And the sheriff went and found it in the alley, and they wrapped it up, put it in a car, took it to the hospital.
The alien?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm paraphrasing the story, but the words of the story. But anyway, they said that later, when the sheriff wanted to see what was going on, the United States got involved and the alien was removed from the hospital.
Okay.
So now, supposedly, allegedly. So here's the tripped out part about it is supposedly that same sheriff or police officer caught some kind of virus from handling
The vagina
yeah,
alien.
the vagina alien. The vagina alien. And they said that the viruses that he had wasn't no viruses from here. They didn't know what this he had.
Whoa.
So he wound up dying from it. That supposedly is the story about that particular
The
police
sheriff
officer.
got the virus and he died from it.
Yeah,
And
if
now
I'm not mixing up the stories.
no one else got it though?
No, because he was the only one that handled it with a blanket and put it in the car. So
Okay.
he wrapped it up and lifted it. And then he said when he went to lift it up, it yelled out this loud shrill. Like a loud, scared, like he was like, hey, easy, I'm just trying to help you. No.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And-
So a lot
So
of
he's the
people
only
saw
one who
the alien.
touched the alien.
Yeah, he was the only one that
But
touched it.
Alien was in the hospital?
Yeah, they took it to a hospital.
But no one else. I'm just wondering how
Well,
he
you know,
got the
they
disease.
the doctors ain't gonna be touching nothing like that. So they more prepared. They're not even touching humans like that. You know,
Oh, yeah,
gonna
they're
have
all-
gloves. Yeah, they're
yeah, yeah,
sterilized. They're not gonna be messing around with nothing like that. So he probably was the only one, that actually did that.
I wonder if that's how COVID got started.
It could be. Who knows? You know?
Aliens.
I always think of that. That's funny how you say that, because I thought about that. I said, I wonder if the bird flu and all the viruses over the year was to prepare our immune system to get ready for what's to come.
That is really interesting because if we did have life from another planet, probably is like our immune system might not handle whatever that
Right, but if you
stuff is.
introduce the virus to us over a certain amount of time,
Yeah.
which from supposedly we've been in contact since 54, supposedly,
Uh-huh.
then that would be that would be part of a process.
Yeah, or vaccination.
Yeah. Everything that's happening is to help us get conditioned. Because, you hear these stories, and I don't even know if they're real, but it's like all of these different species that come here lets me to understand that maybe, not even maybe, I still say that he's right. It's not what I
Who?
believe. Hayam Eshad. The
Why'd you say that like I knew who you were talking about?
I thought you might have known. Nobody knows. Every time I tell people about this, they're like, who? Then they look it up and they're like, what? The ex-space chief of Israel that came out in 2020 and said we was in contact with the Galactic Federation. And he did it in an interview
What?
in Jerusalem. Yeah. And then he said that Trump wanted to make the announcement then, but the Federation wouldn't allow him. So that makes sense. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, that makes sense. Like, yeah. So when you hear people, like the dumbest thing people say is, if Trump knew about it, he would say something. And I'm like, I don't think you got to be some kind of bitch to think like that.
Yeah.
You've never been dealt with danger. Like you have to be. You're like, what? It's like, listen, if it's real, a galactic federation, you're talking about, if you hear the stories of them abducting and doing stuff like that, you're talking about somebody that can take that motherfucker and throw him out in the middle of space somewhere if he opened his mouth. Like they can just,
Literally.
it's like, are you crazy?
Yeah.
Like you can do it if you want to. So I feel like if there is a federation and we are in contact, they gave Hayam Eshed the permission based on letting him be the most top person because he's 30-year space chief. He got 3 medals that's classified that they won't tell us what they for. He's like huge and he's known amongst all the scientists and engineers and stuff worldwide. Like they know who he is. That's why everybody was shocked. They was like, what? But he won't talk to nobody and he hasn't since.
So he just said that there is a galactic federation.
Look on your phone.
Well, I believe you.
Yeah.
I do believe you. And then he just disappeared.
He didn't disappear. He's around, but he just won't talk to anybody else about it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Whoa. And now, wow.
So I follow the situation based on that.
This is the one person on the internet talking about Israel, but about aliens.
Yeah. Well, I follow it based on this. You can say what you believe, right?
Yeah.
If a crime take place, if you didn't see it, or if you didn't see it, it doesn't matter what you don't believe or what you believe. That's why you got so many people that get off innocent. That's why you got so many people get convicted that wasn't.
Yeah.
That get convicted that's innocent and that don't get convicted that should have been.
Yeah.
It's because of people going off what they believe based off of evidence. And the reality is this is real. So the question is it real? Fuck what everybody believes. It's weird. It's weird as fuck for you to go, I don't believe it, because it's like, man, fuck, who the fuck you think you is? Like, they supposed to come knock on your door like a sex offender. Well, I just moved in the neighborhood. Like, fuck.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would.
Hey, we're the
Shit.
aliens. We're here and we're new here.
I don't even know if I could even see that. Can you imagine walking in Whole Foods and seeing the reptilian in the meat section? Hell no. I ain't about to.
I would love
shit
that.
Man, I would have to get used to it.
They're like comparing oranges.
Yeah.
Which one do I want?
So, but for me, the first videos that got me into it, because black people, we don't talk about that. We'll talk about Jesus and demons and stuff like that, but extraterrestrial, hey man, you better go on the stove with that shit. We don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
We don't play that because extraterrestrials is a whole nother thing. You can kind of hide behind whatever the Bible's saying or what some religion's saying, but when you can't hide behind extraterrestrials, we like, all right, man, nah, we don't, because you're talking about somebody else that can get here and do what they want to do with us. That's a scary situation.
Yeah.
So I looked at it as, when I learned about it, like first started learning about UFOs and extraterrestrials, I didn't even know that was supposed to be a real thing, was when they dropped the videos in December of 2017 about the UFO.
Oh, okay.
The Tic Tac, the gimbal, and FLIR.
Okay.
We call it Go Fast, Gimbal, and FLIR. And then they dropped gimbal and FLIR 3 months later in March. And I go, man, what the fuck is this? I said, what is going on? So I got obsessed with the vehicles, because I was like, oh shit, we about to have some new shit at the airport, y'all, let's get ready. And I said, I'm thinking it's
you
like
think
that.
we're going to UFO to like San Francisco?
You know what I'm saying?
A quick trip or
Man,
something?
have you heard about how they move?
Like they warp speed and...
Oh my God. Like,
that would be sick though.
We're here in the Pacific Ocean.
Get to New York and like warp speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's 100%, it's not even possible. It's a fact of reality. It's just, who has these vehicles? That's the question.
Yeah.
From my understanding, it's a worldwide thing, hidden worldwide thing. Like all governments know, supposedly.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that kind of makes sense based on.
I believe that because I remember learning about the television was around well before it was in our homes. Like technology always exists for the government first, and then it becomes consumer product.
Yeah.
So I would imagine there's vehicles, and also cars. Like cars have way evolved models already existing, but they have to release them slowly to make the most profit off of them. So they give the consumer like a slightly more evolved version of the car every year so that they can keep selling it for more money. But they have really advanced cars that we'll never see in our lifetimes.
Well, you don't know. That's the thing. It's like what is the overall purpose of this so-called federation, and when are they going to really go, here we are, right?
Yeah.
So back to what I was saying with the military, the problem with everybody who going, we don't believe, and I'm like, no, like you. It sounds like to me most of them are cowards because it's that scary of a situation,
And it
just
disrupts
is.
their like belief system. If they're
Yeah.
religious, like it's a lot to accept. Something
If
like
you
that.
read the Bible, then it lines up exactly with the Bible. It starts lining up more and more. It's like, oh, okay.
Through metaphor, yeah, but I think it's hard for people to accept something they can't see.
Right, and
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. And
Yeah.
that's the biggest problem. It's like I said, go back to earlier, if you don't see a crime, don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
It doesn't. The crime took place. So if they're here, that shit don't mean nothing that you, and people are doing it. I don't believe it till I see it. It's like, who gives a fuck? Like they supposed to give a fuck what you think. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
And then it makes even more sense for them to say, nah, Trump ain't announcing shit the first time. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's somebody that come from somewhere else. Because when you think of a new world order, just like the Bible say, one world order, and you keep hearing people about the Illuminati, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Now we have a different situation,
Yeah.
right? I was watching, there's an interview Michio Kaku did with TMZ, and he was talking about extraterrestrial. And he said this. He said, if extraterrestrials is coming here, like a little nerd, what will we have to offer them? Gold? We're like squirrels to them. And I go, oh my God. So when I looked at what they said that Trump couldn't make the announcement, that's somebody that's going, fuck your gold, fuck your money, and fuck your systems. It doesn't matter what you think. So I'm like, God damn. So that's why I follow. Because now I'm like, wait a minute, then that means that's somebody that's more powerful than our military, and our military is the first ones to really pushing it. So now it's like, oh shit, let me sit back and watch what they say. I want to be informed.
Yeah.
You can be one of the ones that get surprised by it later on in life, if it come out during my lifetime or your lifetime. But at the rate that they're going, now look at that. Then now they bring it, and I'm like, holy shit.
I know.
damn.
I'm like ready for whatever. And at this point,
Yeah.
it's like, I think that's a great way to wrap this all up too, is like people should just be mentally prepared for whatever. Because
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know. There's just so much going on in the world. It's like, why resist this change? Like big change happens. I think the lockdown was something to get us all used to a big change happening.
Yeah.
Like during the pandemic, that's something you could never imagine happening, and we went through that, and now we'll get through whatever.
Right. And well, now it's like we don't have a choice. If they're here,
Yeah,
and
you have
it's
no
like it's
choice.
coming regardless. It's
Yeah.
like think about it too. Like let's leave religion out. If you got the Greys, supposedly the reptilians, the Bigfoot, that's what they saying now, that they're actually an intelligent species. That's why people don't never see them. They disappear because they disappear and
That's
go on their strip and
crazy.
shit. Yeah, that's what they saying. So if all of these so-called species or different entities exist, right?
Yeah.
Then we're like the tech primates of the universe. It's like, fuck. They all know each other. They sit up there hopping in and out of galaxies and shit. And we over here talking about McDonald's. Hey, man, I want to go to fucking wherever the fuck.
Squeak. She knows we have to wrap up soon. We're probably over an hour now.
Oh shit, yeah.
We gotta, but you got to come back for a part 2, would you?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, because I want to talk to you more about this stuff. This is so interesting. We just got to the end. But
Yeah.
is there anything you want to plug?
No, you can watch Lil' Kev. Season 2's coming out. We just wrapped that up, and there will be coming out later. And it's on BET Plus, and they're working on getting it on other platforms. So I ain't even gonna say that. Just be on the lookout for that. And that's all I got for
And
right
follow Doc. Follow Doc on social
now. Yeah,
media.
follow me on Doc Willis Comedy, Instagram.
See his vagina content. But we end every episode with a song.
Okay.
Do you sing?
Not really, but I can try a little
Will
bit.
you sing?
I'll be
I do-
off beat like a motherfucker.
I have all these different like jazz rock, hip hop. You can name the beat and I can play it, and then I'll play trumpet. And most guests sing like about the episode, things we talked about.
Let's do jazz.
Okay, how's this? Do you want a different?
Yeah, we
kind
can
of
do that.
Jazz? There's a bunch. How about that? I can make it faster.
Yeah, that's cool.
Faster, slower.
A little faster. There we go.
She likes the music.
Oh, she do? She came right in, took me, sat down.
do a regular. Okay, I'll follow you.
Okay. Jetski Johnson, Doc Willis, together, doing it forever, making these jokes on the podcast, comedy store. Wanted to be the manager, but I said, fuck no. Jetski, not on beat at all. Just she's doing her best. Funnier than the rest. Jetski Johnson. On the parking lot was me and her. We fucked up some cars. She didn't tell you, but I did. I fucked up a lot of them. I was horrible. Like to drink wine, but I don't have any. At home, I got plenty. So, hey, we gonna end this podcast with a bang. Talking about crack like it ain't no thing. Now, that's...
That was great.
I just forgot to mention extraterrestrial, but all right.